Because we know we're not going to get no justice from this court system, because the city of Madison refused to hold Matt Kinney accountable for the murder of Tony Robinson, we're going to have our own court. We're going to have a people's court. We're going to have a judge of the people as M. Anderson YGB. Brandy Grayson. And we will have the jury. That is you, the people. And we got, for the defense, we got others. Yes. This is a people's court. If they ain't gonna give us no justice, we gonna take our justice. Taking back our power. All power to the people. So Honors is going to start.
Thank you, Your Honor, for having me here today. I'm representing the city of Madison, Dane County, the state of Wisconsin, and the United States of America. Thank you all for being here today. I believe in democracy. I also believe in the law and in protecting the public. I'm representing the state in this case. This case began when a young man broke the law and was threatening the public safety. The case continued when one of our officers, who has sworn to put his life on the line to protect your safety, responded to a call for protection and was faced with violence. Tony Robinson committed an act of violence, and our officer responded. Our officer, Matt Kinney, responded with courage. He responded with well-trained instincts. And most importantly, he responded within the law and within his job description. I would agree with all of you today that we need serious reform of many of our police policies, and we need to all work together to bring more racial equity to our police department, to our schools, who bear a lot of responsibility, and to the court system. So I would ask all of you to use this energy today and use your frustration over the case of Matt Kinney we're debating, and use it to work on the bigger picture of education in the police force and reform of our police department. Thank you, I rest my case.
All power to the people. We are here today because one of our children was murdered by a Madison police officer. We are here today because our district attorney failed to charge the murderer with murder. We are here today because our system of injustice is operating as status quo. And we're here today to say no more. As we listen to the defense give us reasons why, or justify the reasons that Tony Robinson deserved to die, we have to respond by saying, if Tony Robinson was a white person, just like the white person that we saw at the Capitol a few weeks ago, running around with the gun threatening people, and he was not shot 7 times within 3 seconds. He was not shot 3 times within 3 seconds. And also, we have had many incidents in Madison where, because again, we are a college town and we love to party and hang out, which means that we have our white counterparts getting drunk and high on a regular basis, do we not? And they do not end up dead. It is important that we understand what violence is. It's important that we understand His last shot was to the head. He was already shot. And then he had to finish him. That, my dear, is assassination. That, my dear, is slaughter. We are not here to debate the law. Are we not? We understand what the law is. We understand that the system is designed to work as it has been working. We understand that this is not a question of legality. This is a question of morality and ethics. We also understand that in order for us to get justice, we must demand justice. Justice will not come for asking and begging our oppressors to reform a system that is designed to work exactly as it is working. So regardless of what he says, Tony did not deserve to die, regardless if he was not in his mental state, regardless if that cop feared, because we fear cops every day. Black people are afraid of police officers. And we do not have the power to go around murdering cops with impunity. So this is not about fear, this is about power, and it's time that we take our power back. All power to the people.
Again, thank you, and I respect that sentiment, and it hurts me to know that there is fear in the community. And I would ask that we use this energy to build positive, productive, and peaceful relationships with our police officers as our civic duty. And I believe that we will meet you on those terms.
We have to remember where police come from and why they're here. We have to remember historically their relationship to black and brown people. They are the enforcers of the state. They are the oppressors. They are representatives of the oppressive and racial system. How do you build a relationship with your oppressor? How do you continue to accept his foot on your neck? It is time to eradicate. It is time to dismantle. It is time for community control over all police.
Thank you, Your Honor, for offering me closing comments. We're at closing comments. The police are here for order. The police are here to enforce the laws of our democracy. If we want the police to enforce different laws or to enforce them differently, we need your votes to show up and participate in your system. That is where change will come.
Let us not forget, let us not fail to look back on historical moments in our history. And we understand that change does not come through working with the system that is set up to work against you. Change comes by showing out and shutting shit down. Change comes when we as a people hold together. Change comes when we stand in solidarity. Change comes when we as the people demand that changes come, and we forces the state power to be shifted to us. This is not about reform. You cannot reform a system and beg your oppressor to get their boot off of your neck when we are dying. When we are dying. When we are dying in the street. All power to the people. So as the judge, I am now going to ask you, the jury, the community, the people, to vote on or to make a decision on the case you heard before you. I have 3 questions.
To the indictment, to the DA, and also to the court.
Yes.
And send to the jail to the police, the killer.
Was Tony Robinson murdered by Matt Kinney, and should he be charged with homicide? Is there state violence happening against the black community? happening by Madison's police department against the black community. So you all have just deliberated. You all have just decided as the community, as the people, that Matt Kinney murdered Tony Robinson. You all have decided that there is state violence happening against the black community, and you all have decided that the police department, the Madison Police Department, are acting out violence against the black community. Due to the deliberation and what you all have concluded, Young, Gifted, and Black and the community arrived at 3 conclusions as to what should happen for justice here. The first, it is clear that the community feels that Matt Kinney murdered Tony Robinson. And the only reason, based on how the community feels, the only reason why Matt Kinney was not indicted on criminal charges and convicted of murder is because we, the people, do not yet have the power to hold the police accountable. To rectify the matter, the People's Court holds the city of Madison, or charges the city of Madison, to enact complete community control over the police. That means all police officers must live in the community that they police. So if you police on Allied, you must be from Allied. That the community has the complete power to hire and fire any police officer. And that the community determines the priorities, the practices, and the policies of the police. The police should work for us and not rule us. Our second finding is that the actual investigation conducted was not truly an independent investigation. What we have learned is that Madison Police Department was heavily involved in investigating the murder of Tony Robinson. We cannot have the same murderers investigate themselves for murder. As a result, we are demanding a truly independent investigation led by the United Nations. And our third finding, if people like Matt Kinney, people who kill unarmed children who are asking for help, if people like Matt Kinney, people who are murderers, don't go to jail, then people should not go to jail for being poor. If Matt Kinney doesn't go to jail, then the 350 shouldn't be in jail. Free to 350. So now, as YGP has committed to do, we're going to use action to act out justice. So join us as right now we march toward the city county building to demand justice.